that's too far right. I actually like the movement on that though. It's not gonna cut a ton out of this, but hopefully if it does fly on me, it'll be pretty good. Thanks. I think I just came up short. It was not my best. All right, that's a birdie, baby. Let's go. See the number. Thank you. Gotta hit it. Dang it. Alright. I just want to hit that same drive I did on one, honestly. Yeah, I'll take that one. It's a putt. I didn't hit it again. Come on, man. Well, that's hilarious. So I shot this whole thing about me talking and cleaning my clubs and talking to you guys about, all the great accomplishments that we made so far, but this mic wasn't turned on the entire time. There's no sound at all, just none. But bag's clean, we're ready to go. And because none of that video recorded, I'm gonna say thank you guys for tuning in for this journey. If this ends up being the last Quest for the Open video, then it is what it is. I've accomplished a lot, I feel like, this year. If you guys haven't noticed, I've lost a little bit of weight. So at the start of the series, Quest for the Open, I was 236, and now I have just officially hit 200 pounds as of this evening, which was a big goal of mine. I wanted to get to 200 before my qualifier. So we're gonna pop a LaCroix to that. Spicy water. But thank you guys for tuning in for all of that. And I feel like, even if it's just me expressing what I'm thinking over a shot or explaining how, I'm working on something in my golf swing, I feel like, having to voice it out loud, having to record it and look at my swing over and over and over and over again has helped me, number one, become a better player, and number two, become a better coach. It's just, helping me understand my own game a little bit better. But bag is all packed. We're ready to go. I went to PGA Superstore today and got numbers. Some of them surprised me, some of them didn't. Getting a wedge matrix built was very, very important for this whole process, because I feel like, if I can understand how far every club is going and where it's carrying to, and what the spin numbers are, it's much easier for me to hit it around a course like Oak Mountain. It's a golfer's course. You have to hit shots. It's not going to require a ton of distance out of you most of the time, but a lot of the time it is going to require you to execute golf shots. And I feel like we're ready to do that. The range session went really well at PGA Superstore. Pretty pleased with how that went. So confidence is up there. We also practice putting in their facility. So we're feeling pretty good. I guess since that video didn't turn out well, you guys could hang out while I clean my bag. I don't know how fun that would be though. I think we're just gonna sign it off for now. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, whether it's on the drive over or on the range before the round or at the Georgia Club after. This could be the last time. This could be the last time we talk to each other in this series till next year, sadly. But it's been fun. It's been fun. We've gotten better. We feel like we're in a good place, and I feel like we're ready for a repeat performance from the Standard Club last year. And that is the goal. Repeat performance from the Standard Club, in control, putting well, and doing what we need to do to get the job done. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sleep well. So guys, we didn't make the Georgia Open, which is disappointing, but we're going to talk a little bit about how everything went down, how I feel I played, where I feel like my game's at, and the plan moving forward. I got a 9-iron here, so let's kick this finale off just right. Should be on, maybe just off. This is well struck though. So, all right. So obviously, Georgia Open qualifying was the big goal coming into this year, and obviously I'm disappointed that we weren't able to get the job done, because I felt that I was playing well enough, I was hitting the ball well enough, and I was putting well enough, and I was chipping well enough that I could kind of keep it together over the course of 18 holes and give myself a chance to qualify. And I have issues with maybe my choice of venue, but at the end of the day, everyone played under the same conditions, and I didn't execute the game plan I had set out as well as I wanted to, and that's why I came up short. After my practice round that I played a couple weeks ago, I talked about it a number of times going in, I felt like, it was going to be really, really important for me to keep the ball below the hole, and I just didn't do that as well as I had wanted to. I did hit 12 of 18 greens, which isn't amazing, but I was pretty happy with. I would have taken it going in. And, I can't be that upset with the way I hit the ball. The real thing I struggled with on those greens was putting. And I'll talk a little bit about that here after I make this birdie putt from just off the green. All right, it's a great putt. That's a par. I mean, going in, I knew the greens were going to be fast. It was going to be tough to kind of get an idea of speed, especially downhill. But I was extremely surprised about the speed of the greens downhill. And I thought it was almost shockingly fast, which became an issue very early on in the round. All right, so we've got a long par 4 here uphill, dogleg left. We've been hitting the driver pretty good the last couple of days, so we're going to try and bomb that out there and give ourselves a shorter club in. I feel pretty good about the driver right now. I feel pretty good about the swing overall. I didn't hit a ton of fairways, didn't lose a single ball though on a pretty tight course. So I was relatively happy with that. Here we go. Oh, I just lost it. That's so far right. That might be in 7 fairway. I didn't do that during the tournament. That was maybe me trying to be a little too aggressive. So the round started out with a pretty nasty birdie sandwich. So the first hole, tough, tight par 5, dogleg right. I hit an absolute perfect tee shot. Hit a 4-iron just short of the green, chip on, and make birdie from about a foot away. I was ecstatic with how the ground started. And then we got to hole 2, which is a dogleg left par, or dogleg right par 4, and hit an okay drive. It didn't cut as much as I wanted it to, but I was kind of in between numbers, and I was like, well, it looks like it could be a flyer, so I'm going to take the bigger of the 2. Flew the green into a back bunker, hit a great bunker shot at about 8 feet. It was a longer bunker shot. It was probably 20 yards to a front pin. So I already wasn't doing what I wanted to do because I did not want to be long of any pins out there. And hole 2 immediately was. So let me find this ball before I continue telling this story. Yeah, just what I thought. Almost made it to the other fairway. This is not ideal. I don't even really have a good punch out option. High hook or low hook. I think I'm just gonna low hook. Try and hit a low hook. It got through, I think. It's a pretty cool shot. I still got it. So the 8-footer. So I put it on Bermuda greens my entire life, so I don't really get shocked when a Bermuda green breaks uphill because of the grain, because it can happen. But I had this putt, it was about 8 feet, left to right grain. And I was like, okay, I know I'm better when I putt aggressively. So what we're gonna do here is hit an aggressive putt, have it roll 2-3 feet by, and we're gonna aim about 1.5 balls out, because the grain and everything, it looks like that's gonna be the good number. And ball didn't move. All right, got about 80 yards here to this back pin. It's pretty good scramble there to give me this little pitch. A little bit of an uphill slope, ball above the feet, but feel pretty good about how we're swinging it. So just make sure, put a good swing on this. Should be all right. Nice little pitch here. Left that a little bit right. I think the distance Nah, a little short right. Not a great look for par, but that's okay. Bogeys are fine. It's worse than that you got to worry about. So missed the 8-footer. I got 3 feet coming back, and I'm like, well, the first one didn't move, but just in case this one moves, I'm gonna play this right edge, because if I'm not hitting it hard, kind of die pace, right edge, and first one didn't move, so this one shouldn't move much, but if it does move a little bit, it'll still catch the hole. And then that putt broke all the way across, completely missed the hole, didn't even touch the edge, and I took a double. Followed that up with a birdie on the next, so I was even through 3. But that's kind of the story of how the round went. The round went that I didn't even need to make big putts to score well. I just had to make the putts I normally make, like from 6 to 8 feet. Make most of those, and we're doing okay. And looking back, I think I made 1 all day. And it's not that I wasn't hitting my line or the pace was bad. It's I just could not get a feel for what those greens were doing that day. I got down on myself, but I never doubted my ability. Because again, I was hitting putts that I thought were great, but they just weren't going in. Okay, long putt here. See if we can't make one. Drop a long par putt on him. That's so short. And then that's been the other thing. The greens out there were so incredibly fast. I now having a really tough time adjusting back on these greens, so I'm leaving a lot of long putts very short. So I got 12 feet for bogey here. Leaving putts short was not the issue on Tuesday. In fact, distance-wise, most of the time I felt like I did about as good as I could have. I mean, there you go. I mean, if I would have made 50% of those, I'm probably around even par, maybe even better. But I mean, when I say I didn't get one of those to drop, I mean it. Not a single one of those putts dropped. Not one. But we decided we are not going to do last chance qualifying. We decided that we're going to look forward instead of back. We still have events coming up this year. We're still grinding. We're still getting better in our game. And we're going to focus on improvement rather than doing the last chance and focusing on the past. I am excited to play in a couple different events this year. Maybe I can get some filming done on them. How we doing? But looking forward to the future. And we are far from done in 2025, but this is Quest for the Open 2025. Signing out for now. See ya.